Factoring trinomials. To factorize a trinomial, first we look at the first term. What is the coefficient? Coefficient is the number in front of the variable. Here the variable is x, and the number in front of the variable is the coefficient. If there is no number in front of the variable, then the coefficient of 1 is implied, and if that is the case, we go ahead and factorize. But if there is a number in front of the variable, then we need to check for common factors. Are there common factors between the terms? We can see that there is 3 and 3, and 3 is not a factor of minus 10. So there are no common factors between the three terms. In that case, we go ahead and decompose the middle term. How do we decompose the middle term? We do what we call the AC method. Now, here is a standard quadratic expression, ax squared plus bx plus c. The AC method is where we multiply the coefficient of the first term by the last term. So let's apply that to the expression. 3 times 3. We have 3 times 3, which is equal to 9, and is a positive. So after we multiply the coefficient of the first term by the last term, we do what we call product sum. Now, we are looking for factors that are the product of positive 9 and the sum of the coefficient of the middle term minus 10. We are looking for factors that are the product of positive 9 and the sum of negative 10. So to get a positive 9, we need to multiply a positive by a positive or a negative by a negative. So factors of 9, we have positive 3 times a positive 3 or a negative 3 times a negative 3. Or we can have a positive 1 times a positive 9 or a negative 1 times a negative 9. These are the possible factors of positive 9. So which of these factors add up to negative 10? Let's see. Plus 3, that is 3 plus 3 is equal to positive 6. That is not a negative 10. Minus 3 is equal to minus 6, and that is not a negative 10. 1 plus 9 is equal to positive 10. That is not a negative 10. Minus 1 minus 9 is equal to minus 10. Here is the negative 10. So the factors of positive 9 that add up to negative 10 are minus 1 and minus 9. And we're going to use these factors to decompose the middle term. So instead of minus 10, we're going to write minus 1x minus 9x. We can see that minus 1x minus 9x gives us minus 10x. So we haven't changed anything, we have just decomposed the term. Now we bring down the first term, 3x squared, and we bring down the last term, plus 3. Now we have an expression with 4 terms. And when we have an expression with 4 terms, we go ahead and group the terms. We group these terms and we group these terms. After we group the terms, we need to look for the common factor in each of the brackets. So let's start with these brackets. What are the common factors? We can see that x is a common factor between the terms. So we take out the common factor. If we take x out of this, 3x squared, we are left with 3x minus, we take x out from here, we're left with minus 1. We close the brackets. Now, if you look at this bracket, we can see that 3 is a common factor between the two terms. So we take out negative 3. And if we take negative 3 out from this, negative divided by negative becomes a positive. So we're left with positive 3x. 3 goes into 9 3 times. So we have positive 3x. And then if we take negative 3 out from this side, Positive divided by negative gives a negative. 3 goes into 3 once, and we have -1 left. Now, to check if we factorize correctly, the brackets must have the same terms inside. Now the factors are the terms outside the brackets, x minus 3, x minus 3, and the terms inside the brackets, 3x minus 1. These are the factors of this expression, where the coefficient of the first term is not equal to 1, and there are no common factors between the terms.